Hi everyone, welcome to this video. This is the disclaimer for the video. In this video, I will be solving the technical assessment questions for Cognizant. So this is the disclaimer. Note, these questions are from previous exams which is already completed. No current exam solutions are included. These solutions are only for educational purpose to help students for future exams. This is for the company and for the students because we do not encourage any kind of cheating and we are creating this video just only for education. Let's start this video now. So first of all, this is a one shot technical assessment solution video in which I will be teaching you guys like how can you solve the questions. Also, we will be solving some actual questions which the companies asked. Okay, and we will be solving the full set of technical assessment. I just want only one thing I just want, that is your like. Okay, please make sure to like this video. Let's reach to the maximum like which we can create. This is the only way that we would be encouraged to make these kind of videos, so actually you guys can be benefited from them. Okay, make sure to like this video and we are aiming the maximum like, no like target. Just like this video, comment, heart spam, whatever you want, just show some love to us. Okay, also before starting this video I will just give you the context. So technical assessment is an important part of Cognizant. Okay, so Cognizant Genc actually takes the technical assessment of the candidates. Okay, generally it is cluster dependent. For cluster 1 and cluster 3, there are total 2 coding questions, 2 SQL questions, and 1 web based question. For cluster 2, there are 2 coding questions and 10 MCQ from cloud and 2 SQL question. So coding and SQL is common. That's why in this video I will be solving the coding questions and SQL question. If you want, so let's start. But before starting, I do not want to break the flow. So before starting, I just want to give a look on the mock test. You will be getting the mock test link in the description, in which you will be getting all the previous year questions with solution here in the PDF. Also some mock test of Cognizant. Okay, all the previous year questions are listed here. Also SQL for technical assessment is given here, which you can use for your practice. Previous year questions are included with the solution, which you can use for your preparation. Also you will be getting the coupon code in the description, which you can use here while purchasing this course. When you will be purchasing the course, use the code Cognizant and you can get the discount. The link will be in the description. For your preparation, you can purchase this course. Let's start with question number 1. This is the actual question which actually Cognizant asked and we are solving this question. So let's start. I am so excited for this video. I hope you guys are also excited. Okay, so this is the question 1 from the SQL which Cognizant asked, which is display the name of each artist and number of followers who started following in year 2018 or later. Ensure all artists are included from artist table and show 0 if artists have no follower. Output artist name and followers, write a query for it. Okay, let's understand the question first. So they are saying we need to display the artist and the number of followers. Okay, so first let's make the output. So this kind of output they want: artist name and followers. Okay, so this kind of output they want. Okay, now what they are saying is uh, all the followers who started following in year 18 or later. Okay, so this is the another condition we need to display this. The condition is the followers should follow the artist after 2018 or later. Only we need to include that followers. Okay, ensure all the artists are included. Okay, so this is also one interesting condition, that we need to actually include all the artists. Suppose there are no followers, then we need to show 0 followers. Okay, we need to write a query for it. So this is the kind of table which is given in a schema. So this is the artist table, in which if you guys can see here, artist ID is given here, artist name is given here. So this is the artist ID 1 for Arijit Singh, ID 2 for Shreya Ghosal, ID 3 for AR Rahman, ID 4 for Neha Kakkar. And this is the followers table. Okay, so followers ID is given here. Okay, and artist ID is given here, like which follower is following which artist, and follow date is given here. Okay, so first of all, what I can think is, while solving this question, actually we need to join the tables perfect, okay, because without joining we cannot do that. Okay, we need to actually join the table. So artist id is given here, and it would be a primary key for this one, and it would be a foreign key for this table, right? This is what we know. Okay, now we will join this table. After joining this table, we know what we need to do. We need to count the followers, right? But the condition is the followers should follow the artist after year 2018. Okay, this is the condition which we know. Okay, so this actually we should know, and I think the question is clear. Now we can do this. Okay, because everything is clear, and let's repeat the question first. So name of the artist we need to include, number of followers. Okay, so they are saying number of followers. Okay, in the year 2018 or later, ensure all artists are included from the artist table. Okay, this is also one condition which we need to focus on. So they are saying ensure to include all artists. Okay, so first of all, this is our one table. Okay, this is our artist table, and suppose this is our follower table. So if we need to include all the artists from this table, okay, so what we will do here, we will use the left join. Okay, left join, because we do not want any kind of common fetching. Okay, we do common fetching when we use inner join, but we want all the artists. That's why we will do the left join. Okay, so if we will do the left join, it will include all the artists. Okay, and suppose if we are getting null, because suppose there is an artist called Neha Kakkar, and suppose she do not have any follower after 2018 or later. Okay, this can be a one condition which they have given, because we need to show 0, so there could be a null value also. Then we need to replace that null value to 0. Okay, so this is one more thing. So what are the some common points which we got? Okay, we need to join these both tables. We need to use the left join. Okay, null values we need to replace by 0, and we need to display all the followers which followed, sorry, we need to count all the followers who followed after 2018. And as they mentioned, number of followers we need to display. That's why we will use aggregate function count. Okay, aggregate function count we need to use. Also we need to do the, because when we will be doing the joining, okay, there will be multiple artist ids will be available in the followers table. That's why we will be grouping. Okay, we will be grouping the artist id. Okay, so that we can count. Let's go with the solution. Okay, so as we know, first what we need to display, first we will include everything in the select statement whatever we want to display. So what we want to display is artist name. So first we will be selecting a dot artist name. Okay, a dot artist name, because we want to select that. Okay, second thing we want to display is the follower count. Okay, follow count or followers. Okay, so now if you guys know or don't know, I don't know, but this is the syntax which is call ECSC. Okay, so I pronounce this function as call ESCE. Okay, what is the use case of this? Okay, I just explain you. So this is the basically function which we can use to replace the null values. Okay, null values. So suppose we are joining the tables. Okay, and we already know we are joining the tables using left join, because we actually need to include all the artists, right? We actually need to include all the artists. Suppose if there is count which is null, or suppose no follower is present in the second table, then what will we do? Okay, then we will be getting the null value, but we want to replace that null with 0. That's right, that's why we are using this function, and this function can replace the values to 0. Okay, so this function we can use to actually replace the values. So here we will select the artist name as artist. Okay, a dot artist name as artist. Then we will use this function count f dot follower id. Okay, because we need to count the followers, and comma 0. Suppose we are counting this follower id, and suppose if we are getting null, then we will be replacing that null value from to 0. Okay, as followers. So artist name we got, okay, artist, and followers also we got in our display table. Okay, now both tables we need to join. Okay, so from artist a and left join follower f. Okay, so these both tables we have joined on a dot artist id equals to f dot artist id. We already talked about the primary key and foreign key. Okay, Now we will talk about date. Okay, so date, if you guys know, so if we need to extract anything from the date, so the, if you guys can see here, here are the dates. Okay, if we need to extract any kind of thing from the date, we can use the particular thing in the function. Just as suppose if we want to extract the year, we can use year. If we want to extract the month, we can use month. Okay, so this kind of things we can use. So as you guys can see here, we want the followers who followed them in 2018 or after 2018, right? That's why we have used year f dot follow date is greater than or equal to 2018, because we want the followers who have followed them in 2018 on or after 2018. That's why we used this term year. Okay, because it will extract the year from the date. Group by, because grouping we need to do already, we know artist name and order by artist name. So this we can do. Okay, so grouping, it will do the grouping here, because when we will join it, okay, when we will join it, actually it will be doing multiple groups, because when we will be joining this, you can do the grouping with group id also, that is also not a problem. And you can order by artist name, but we are doing here uh, uh, joining, so you can use this as well. And we are ordering the artist name also, so you can use them. Okay, anything whatever you want to do, because when we will be joining the board table, there will be multiple rows, we need to count them as one. That's why we are doing the grouping here. Okay, and obviously we are using the aggregate count here. Okay, so this kind of thing we will be doing here. Also, one thing which I want to tell you is why we are using here only from artist name. There is one more reason, because in select statement we are using here artist name. Okay, and whatever we use in select, okay, this is also one rule. When we use the group by function, okay, this is the good practice to use only group by from that particular column only, that we are using in select statement. So in select statement we are using artist name, so we can do the group by from artist name. Okay, so this is the whole solution which will give the output like this. So for ar rahman, here you can see here 0, because we are using this function which will be replacing the null value with 0, because I think there will be no follower. For arjit singh it is 1, for neha kakkar 0, for shreya ghoshal it is 2. Okay, so I hope this query is clear. Okay, I have explained you each and every point. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now, also one thing, if you want to practice more questions, because this is the one set which we are solving, you will be getting the previous year questions here in the mock test, which you can purchase. The link will be in the description. Also, two sets of technical assessment you will be getting here, which you can see. Actual questions with solutions you will be getting. So many SQL queries, like 60 SQL queries you will be getting for the practice. So you can purchase the mock test. Promo code will be in the description, which you can use for your discount. Let's solve the second question. Also this is the question number 2. Also, if you have not liked this video yet, you seen my explanation, and I know I am doing this with very efforts. I am putting my all the efforts for you guys. Make sure at least like this video. Okay, if you have not commented, make sure to comment anything, show some love, show your support, anything whatever you want, and like the video. Okay, let's start. So write an SQL query to display the follower ID, first name, last name, and following count of the user who follow at least 5 other users. Okay, so they are saying we need to write an SQL query to display the follower ID. So this is the table. Okay, and first name, last name, and following count of the user who follow at least 5 others user. Okay, so these two tables we have. Okay, so if you guys can see here, we have some user ID, their first name and last name. Okay, so this is, you can say, as user table. Okay, user table. This is the follow table. Okay, so in user table we have user id, first name, and last name. Okay, in the follow table we have following id and follower id and following id. Okay, so this follower id will be the user id, this follower id will be the user id, and following id, they are following the other users. Okay, so we need to display the name of the users, the follower id, first name, last name, and the following count, like how many other users they are following who follow at least 5 other users. So suppose this is Rahul with user ID 1, first name is Rahul, last name is Sharma. So for Rahul Sharma, you can see here this is the follower ID. So here this is the all the stats for Rahul Sharma, who is following ID 2 means Neha Verma. Good, good. Uh, that's good. And he's following Amit Singh. This is not good. And he's following Priya Mehta. This is good. And he's following Karan Patel. Again, this is not good. Okay. So he is following these users. Okay. And also he's following sixth number, which is Riajan. This is very good. So he's following one, two, three, four, five. Okay. So he's following total five users. So we can display his name because he's following total number of users, which are five. So at least the users who are following at least five users, we need to display the name of them. Okay. So this is the basic SQL query which we need to display. Let's write the query for it. I hope the question is clear. Okay, so first what we need to display is the follower id. So in the select statement we will be selecting that. So select u.user id as follower id. Okay, then we need to display the first name, last name. Okay, so u.first name, u.last name, then number of followers. Okay, number of following we need to display. Okay, so we can use count f dot following id as following count. Okay, so this is also we can use, we are counting the following id. Okay, we need to combine the both tables. This is simple. Okay, so we will be joining them from user u joins f on u dot user id equals to f dot follower id, because these both are same. We are joining the both tables. Okay, now how we need to group by. Okay, so whatever we have used in the select statement, I already explained in the previous video. Directly we can use that in our group by. So u dot user id, u dot first name, and u dot last name, we can group by these three things. Okay, because obviously we will be getting the multiple rows for the same user id, and we need to count the users for that. Okay, so that's why we are grouping them, having count f dot following id is greater than 5. So when we are counting, right, when we are counting, so as the following count, if the following count is more than 5, because we are using here aggregate function count, if it is more than 5 or 5, then only we need to display. That's why in having a statement we are saying if the count of f dot following id is greater than 5 or 5, then we need to display, and we can display the count in descending order. So this will be our solution. I hope this is clear. Okay, because this is a very like easy query, you can say. Only the list we need to display, the number of like the columns which they asked. We need to join the table, we need to do the group by, and we need to put a conditional statement. A very simple query, nothing complex. Okay, so this is the query which Cognizant also asked. Output we will get like this. So follower id we will be getting here, first name, last name, and the following count we will be getting here. So Rahul Sharma is following 5 people, Amit Singh following 5 people, Karan Patel following 5 people, Riya Jain following 5 people. So these are the follower id. I hope this is also clear. Okay, and if you have watched this video till now, just make sure to like this video and comment we solved SQL, because you already successfully solved the SQL questions of Cognizant. I don't think these questions are tough. Okay, in my opinion this is not tough. Just you need to be confident, and you need to know the basic syntax, and I hope you guys can solve it. Also, again, I am repeating some boring stuff before going ahead. So if you have not purchased the mock test, because this is my like roji roti, so I I need to repeat it again, because I also need something to eat. Okay, I also have family, so I just need to sell the courses. So you can enroll in the course. Okay, the link will be in the description, in which you will be getting the technical assessment code, you will be getting also actual previous year questions, you will be getting the exact question which Cognizant asked, okay, with solutions which you can use, and SQL queries also we have included. So that's why you will be getting the link of the mock test in the description, which you can purchase. Okay, now let's talk about the coding question. Okay, so coding, I just want to say that I want to just say it. Okay, so I started my YouTube journey, and with coding, I have a very deep relation that I like around 600 to 700 medium level of difficulty questions I already solved on various platform. Also, I cracked many like product based companies online assessments. Like I like coding. Okay, I just want to tell you guys, and I hope you guys should also practice for DSA coding, because these things will help you out in future also. Okay, so apart from this, leave this, we will talk about this coding of Cognizant. Okay, and if you are liking this video, and if you have not liked this video, have not subscribed the channel, make sure to like and subscribe the channel. Okay, so let's start with the problem statement. Very simple question, very easy, nothing complex. Okay, this is the first coding question which they asked. You are given a sentence as of content consisting of words separated by spaces. Your task is to find the longest word that satisfy the following conditions. So they are saying you are given a sentence. So suppose the sentence is like this: I am enjoying online education. Okay, obviously you will be enjoying because you are on KN Academy. So suppose this is the sentence: I am enjoying online education. They satisfy the following condition: the word has an even length, the word start with a vowel a e I o u. Okay, so let's separate the words. So we have one word like am enjoying online and education. These are the separate words. Okay, they are saying the word has an even length. Okay, we need to find that word. The word starts with a vowel, we need to find that word. Okay, and it should have the maximum length. So they are saying we need to return the word who have the maximum length. Okay, and it should be even. Okay, so we need to return the word who had the even maximum length. We need to return that. And if no such word exists, okay, so then we need to output double zero. Okay, so I, the count of the words is 1. If it is starting with vowel, yes, so the count is 1. M, if it is started with vowel, yes, okay, again the count is 2. Okay, for enjoying, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, for enjoying the count is 8 and it is starting with vowel. Online 1 2 3 4 5 6, length is 6 starting with vowel. Education 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, 9, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so 9 letters, if you guys can see here: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Yes, 9 letters. Okay, but it is starting with vowel, but we don't need to consider it. Okay, we don't need to consider it because it is of 9 length. Okay, so okay, so we will not consider it. So we have the maximum length of 8 in enjoying. Okay, so enjoying is of total 8 letters. Okay, it has even length. It is satisfying the condition that the word has even length. Okay, the words start with vowel. Okay, so this we have. So this is good. Okay, it is starting with vowel. It has even length. It has the maximum length. So we can no such words exist, return double zero. If multiple words have the same maximum even length, return the first occurrence. So this is also one condition which they have given. Okay, so if uh, for the multiple even length we have, we need to return the first occurrence. A single line string as containing the sentence contains only alphabetic characters and space. A string representing the required word double zero if none exist. Okay, now look for the test cases. So enjoying, we have the answer. Okay, because it has length. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Okay, second test case I have replaced because it was generated wrong. Okay, so this was the correct test case which in the question we have. Okay, so I hope the question is clear. Okay, we have enjoying as the highest length letter with length 8. Okay, that's why we will display it. Okay, let's talk about the solution. The solution is easy. Okay, what will be our approach for this question? So first, suppose these are the some sentence which we have. Okay, first what we need to do is, suppose this is our sentence: I am enjoying education. Okay, online education, sorry, online education. Okay, so this is our sentence. Okay, so first we will split this sentence. Okay, so we will be splitting this. So it will come in our you can say as a string array. So in string array words, it will come like I am enjoying and whatever it is. So it will come as a separate words in our array. Okay, so this will be our first step. That's After that, we will be taking one by one each and every word. We will be checking if it is starting with vowel. Okay, because the word should start with vowel. So first we will be checking if it is starting with vowel. Okay, and we will be checking if length of the word is 2. Sorry, if the length of the word is even, And suppose if it is starting with vowel and if the length of the word is even, then we will be checking if it can replace the maximum length. If it is greater than the maximum length, we will be updating the maximum length and we will be storing the word and it will give us the answer. Very easy. So that's what we are doing here. We are सबसे पहले we are splitting the sentence. Okay, this will be our maximum length at initial point. This is our initial result. We are looping the array. Okay, then we are passing the word in this function called start with vowel. We are checking in this function, if you guys can see here, we are checking if the word is not starting with vowel, okay, then we can return false. Okay, if the word is empty or if it is not starting with vowel, if it is starting with either a, e, I, o or u, then we will be returning to true. Okay, so first character we are extracting from here, okay, in this statement, and we are checking if the first character is vowel or not. Okay, so if it is true, that's fine. If the word length, okay, is modulus by 2 is 0, that means it is even. We will be checking if the word length is greater than maximum length. If it is greater than maximum length, we will be updating the maximum length, we will be storing the word. Easy. So first it will store I as 1, then m will come, it will store m as 2, then enjoying will come, it will store 8 as length and enjoying as word. Then online will come, it will check the length is 6, so it will not update. Then education will come, it will say, it will check that e is vowel, that's fine, but length is not even, then it will remove it. The answer will be 8 with education. Simple. Oh, sorry, enjoying whatever it is, enjoying. Okay, so that would be our answer. So this would be the code. I hope the question is simple and you guys already know like how to solve this question. Okay. And again, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe this channel, like this video, and also again the boring stuff. If you have not purchased the mock test, you can see the mock test. Okay, it will be our mock test, Cognizant Genc mock test here, which you can see here. So technical assessment mock tests are given here. Okay, which you can see here. Actual previous year questions with solutions are also given, which you will be getting here. Let's solve our last question. Okay, so this is our last question, very easy, which is hop value. So let me explain. You are given an array A of size n. You start at index 0 and you need to determine the minimum hop value h such that the following condition satisfied. You start at index 0 and index 0 will be always a even value. Okay. From an index I, the next index of the sequence will be I plus h. All elements at the visited index must be even. Among all possible valid hop values, return the minimum h. If no valid hop value exists, return -1. See, what they are saying is, so the first index will be always even. Suppose our array is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Okay, we need to start from index 0 and we will go till last index. And the hop value h should be minimal, and when we will be increasing the sequence with h value, all the index must be even. So we are starting with 0. Let's take our hop value as 1. So we will be adding 1 in our index. So 0, then 1, then 4. 4 is also even. Then we will be again adding 1 in the index. 6, again even, again even, again even, again even. So the minimum value of hope will be 1. Let's understand from this test case. So we have 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Okay. Now start with hope value 1. So first index is even. Okay, now let's add 1 in index. Okay, so next index is 1, we have the value 3, but it is not even, so 1 cannot be the hope value. Again start with 0. Let's add 2. So 2 is even, then 4 is even, then 8 is even. Okay, then 12 is even. Okay, so 2, then 4 is even, 8 is even, 12 is even. So 2 would be our answer. Okay, so we need to start with index 0 and we will be adding the hope value in the indexes, and all the indexes should be even. Simple. Okay, so this would be our solution. Okay, so first we will be taking our input, array input. Okay, so n elements we have taken in array, we will be taking the input and we will be passing this in this function. Okay, so let's start with our hope value 1. So we are starting our loop, for loop, with h equals to 1, and we will be increasing the hope value one by one. Okay, then boolean valid true. So if the combination is true, then we will be taking this tab as true. Okay, then we will be again checking with index 0. Okay, index 0, because we need to start from index 0, and with index 0 we will move forward with the last index, and we will be adding h in our loop, because whatever the hope value is, we will be incrementing the index depending upon that, right? Now we will be checking if each index is even. If each index is even, that is very good. We will be returning the true if it is valid. Okay, so valid will turn true. Okay, otherwise, if suppose if the index is not even, we will make the valid value false. Okay, we will make the valid value false. Okay, and the answer in the end of loop we will be getting false, which is -1. Okay, we will be checking with each number like 1, 2, 3, because it will be increasing every time. And if suppose in any combination, suppose if we get the valid combination, that we will be making the then we will get the, because it will not go in this condition, right? This condition will not touch, and we will be getting our true value. And if we are getting the true value, we will be returning the our hope value immediately. Okay, so I hope the approach is clear, because question is also very simple. I hope you guys already got it. Okay, and this is the whole set which we have already solved. The link of the mock test will be in the description, which you can purchase. Thank you so much for watching.